Hello. Happy January. Okay, I thought I would do my 5 tips for January. Um, and this is my birthday month. So, I thought I would give 5 tips that have helped me along my journey. And just in winter in general. I think I personally am a big fan of this energy, but I know other people struggle with it. So, one thing that really helps me is a journal or a planner where I can just connect with myself daily. I love this planner. It is truly, I've been using it for 3 years now, and I swear it helps me so much. It has space to write every day. It has space for gratitude. I'm like a big astrology nerd, so I love to go through and like put the phase that the moon's on or the sign that it's in for the day, just so I can just be prepared for the energy. I don't like raw dogging life. I like to know what's going on in the stars. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is habit stacking, I think is what they call it. Like, if there is something that you dread doing, how can you make it more enjoyable? For me, sometimes I'm like, ugh, I really don't want to go outside because it's cold. But if I have a podcast episode that I've been like holding on to and I turn that on while I'm outside walking, it makes it so much more enjoyable. And honestly, once I'm out there, I'm like, okay, this wasn't as bad as I was making it out to be, but I hate to be cold. So sometimes it is a struggle for me to get like all bundled up and go out in the cold. But once I do, I feel better. And if I make it more enjoyable, then, or like say you have to fold laundry, turn on your favorite show. Like have a reward for while you're doing it to make it more enjoyable. Because who said life isn't supposed to be enjoyable? Like dishes. I don't know, turn on your favorite song. Turn on just find a way to make that task that once you complete it, you're going to feel better, more enjoyable. And then tip number 3 would be to just create time and space to connect with yourself every day. And maybe, that's just connecting with a planner, writing in a journal. I signed up for a month-long New Year's meditation thing on Insight Timer. It's completely free, but I like to have something to look forward to that I know is going to connect me deeper to myself. And I did the first meditation this morning, and it's only 10 minutes. I wasn't thinking it was going to be anything too, I don't know, intense. I cried. But I will say that 2023 cracked my heart wide open. I didn't realize how closed off I had become, and I'm really, I don't know, I love this version of myself. This version of myself that is connected deeply to myself, which in turn allows me to connect deeply with others, and just really nurture and nourish relationships in my life that are really important to me. So yeah, I love that. And then tip number 4, use discernment. I think that there's a lot of information that is thrown at you this time of year. There's magic pills, there's, oh, if you do this one thing, I was bored, okay? I got on a dating app for a second during Mercury retrograde. Not a good idea. But I connected with someone, and they were absolutely a scammer. And, they knew all the right things to say. So if something feels too good to be true, if somebody tells you there is a magic pill that you can take and all of your problems are going to go away, don't trust it. Okay? If somebody says they're emotionally available, yet they sound like they're talking in ChatGPT, don't trust it. Okay? Use discernment. Use your intuition. And, connect with yourself if you're feeling lonely, or connect with those that you already know and trust, and just use discernment, because they're scammers. They're out there. And then tip number 5 is... What is tip number 5? I guess, there's always going to be people that think that you're cringe for just showing up as you, even if you're witchy and spiritual and that's what lights you up. But if that's what makes you you, I promise you the people that are meant to be in your life, that will accept you for you, are going to accept all of you. And if you have to pretend to be somebody else to get people to, be in your life, those are not your people, okay? I think the beautiful thing about being human is we are all so unique and different, and we have different backgrounds and we have different beliefs, and I think a part of the human experience is accepting people and, having empathy. And I think people who write people off immediately because they believe differently or love differently, or that's just not how I roll. Okay? I want you to be you, and I want you to accept me for me. And if you can't, that's okay, because there are plenty of people who can. All right, and then I do want to pull a wisdom oracle card for January. And I'm using my headphones because I know that I do have a voice that is kind of soft, and I figured, because I'm still using my phone, perhaps using headphones can make it a little easier to hear me. We'll see. Although it is really quiet today, so hopefully that's helpful. Oh, okay. Come to the edge. That's beautiful. And I'm in my girly era, and I love that there are rose petals flying, and she's just dancing on the edge of life. And I love that. Let's see what it says. Courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming a fear, and accepting risk. Facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present, so let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. Oof, that's so beautiful. And that is really, I have been on this journey for, 8 years. And there are times that I really feel like I come into myself and then I pull back because I'm afraid. I'm afraid because I'm like, oh no, people aren't going to like me. People aren't going to accept me. Those are not my people. And I think that, it's easy to let fear hold you back. It's easy to put walls around your heart. And, but you're not really experiencing the fullness and the richness and the vulnerability of life. So, I'm not a big New Year girl. I'm kind of the belief that the actual New Year starts at the spring equinox because, I don't know, it just feels right. Aries season seems like, rebirth, starting anew, starting fresh. But I will say that January is a beautiful time to get really clear on what seeds you want to plant in, what seeds you're planting right now. Maybe they won't come to fruition, but yeah, I just looked at my thing and it said 11:11. So I'm just going to keep this short and sweet and just think about what seeds you're going to plant for this new year. And yeah, we do have Pluto moving into Aquarius, which I think, I feel like astrology and everything like that has really become pretty mainstream. But I don't know. I'm excited. I think it's more of a humanistic approach, which is how I roll. I have Jupiter in Aquarius. That's my jam. So, yeah, that is that. I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have a beautiful, nourishing January, and I'll see you soon.